can't believe Trump said something nice about Putin, Kim, Xi, anyone. He must love them. He's folding to them. You know, if it was me in charge, I'd tell them to go screw themselves, right?
Okay, I appreciate a good live streamed meltdown, but that's Don Jr. defending his father, who he calls Trump in the video. Like, imagine if I just referred to my dad as Iadarola. How weird would that be? Anyway, he's specifically responding to the criticism, which is not new, by the way, but it's renewed since Russia invaded Ukraine, that Donald Trump routinely, I'll try to communicate in a way that the right wing will understand, cucked himself to dictators around the world, was a beta to dictators around the world. Don Jr. sees that. He doesn't like that criticism. They are very self-conscious about this. And so he tries to put up a bit of a defense. There's a little bit more of it. Let's take a look.
This is some nerd in his mom's basement who's never dealt with anything, never actually had any power, never understood those people because he's never been in the same room as them. In academia, they're writing this stuff like it's real, like they actually have a say, like they actually know what the hell they're talking about. Do you ever think that, like all other things, maybe Trump understood that? He knew exactly how to play these guys, and he played it like a fiddle.
He believes that his dad was playing the fiddle and making them dance. It's three-dimensional chess when he says that he fell in love with the dictator of North Korea, or talks about how awesome it is that Vladimir Putin can kill his political opponents. That was actually strength. Don't get it mixed up. He's not a cuck. He's proving how strong he is by saying everything they do is great and how he wishes he could do it too. What do you think?
I think that during Trump's tenure, his sucking up to Kim Jong-un, who he claims he fell in love with, they fell in love with each other, continued developing the very nuclear weapons that he claimed to want to put a stop to. I think that Donald Trump has done a great job in regurgitating the political and global interests that Russia has had, including wanting to dismantle NATO. I was thinking about that today, actually. Do you guys really think that Donald Trump sat around one day and decided to really critically think about the usefulness of NATO? Because he was just using very similar talking points to what we've heard Vladimir Putin say. I just don't see Donald Trump as someone who has a genuine original thought on geopolitical issues or even most domestic issues. The only time he has a real strong opinion about something is when it has to do with his own personal agenda or profit motive. But look, Trump, if he were in charge right now, anyone who claims that he would actually be a good counter to what Putin is doing to Ukraine is delusional. We're talking about a man who withheld hundreds of millions of dollars from the government of Ukraine. This is money that was appropriated by Congress to Ukraine to bolster their military capability in case Russia was planning on invading. And guess what? They ended up invading. But Trump withheld that money and also put out all this disinformation about how it wasn't Russia, it was Ukraine that meddled in the 2016 election. Yeah. Trump does the bidding of the worst people in the world, including Vladimir Putin. I think it's telling that his son is so defensive about it. It tells you everything you need to know.
Donald Trump Jr. has announced that he's gonna be publishing an anti-woke magazine for men. Is a sentence that I guess was inevitable, honestly. Think about it, in your gut, he was gonna do that eventually. He tweeted out about it, and you can see the details there. It's Field Ethos. Hell of a name. It's apparently already been in circulation since last year, so I'm not sure why he's announcing it this way. Maybe that he's taking over, but it's already issued its 5th edition. Readers can buy individual magazines for, get this, $20. Good Lord. But if you subscribe annually for $60, you can get 4, so a slight discount. After the discount, it's only 5 times as much as anyone would pay for a magazine these days. So you're probably wondering what is in it. Topics include anything from hunting to motorcycles, road trips to vacationing, and exotic meats to cocktails. Field Ethos, we read, solicits stories from its readers while admonishing that it is, quote, not looking for how-to articles or stories about how your hunting dog was the best there ever was. Give us your story told in the same voice you'd use with your buddies or on a campfire after a few beers, according to its website. It's so stupid. By the way, so it's an anti-woke magazine, and it's doing the radical thing, Brett, that's never been done before, which is that it's a magazine for men that talks about hunting and motorcycles and liquor and cigars. And there's never been anything like that before. Thank God Don Jr.'s finally swooping in to save us.
This is just a new ad campaign for an old magazine that no one was buying.
That seems like it.
What haven't we tried yet? It's a non-woke magazine. Listen, no magazine is cutting edge. No magazine is like it's the magazines are from a non-woke era. And he's just trying to appeal in all these discussions, and we'll get into this probably in our garbage people, but like you got to ask yourself, what's the motivation for these folks? And is it to be good? Is it to be good or is it to be bad? And the instinct driving Donald Trump to message this way and use that to make money, it's bad. That's bad guy behavior. And so I can't get behind it. Believe it or not, I'm not gonna buy Donald Trump Jr.'s magazine that shows me where I can go find a cool motorcycle or eat an awesome dinner, because all that stuff's free online in better places than your anti-woke magazine, Don.